Hello there and welcome back. In this video we are going to talk about a couple of things amongst which we are going to have something called Canary deployment, and for that to work we will need to set up the Ingress Nginx controller. So let me bring up Safari, and here we are going to search for Ingress Nginx controller. And as of now, it has entered this best effort maintenance until March, so a couple of weeks. But what we would like to do is to install it. I have 1.35 as Kubernetes version, and it supports 1.34, so I'm a bit kind of skeptical, but we will see. So what we would like to do is to grab the manifest file to deploy the Ingress Nginx, and if I saw it correctly, it has the 1.14.3. So 1.14.3. Good. Now what I want to do is to use the kubectl apply-f and copy paste this YAML file. And if everything goes well, it should create the resources. So the kubectl get namespace is going to show us that there is an Ingress Nginx namespace, and the kubectl get all-n Ingress Nginx is showing us that the container is creating, the Nginx controller received the external IP from the MetalLB load balancer. So fingers crossed. Oh, and it is running. So it's one thing which version is supported. It doesn't necessarily going to mean that the 1.35 is not going to work as intended. So the next thing which I did is to create a demo. So the kubectl create deployment and Canary v1 from the image reaper Canary v1 with replicas set to 3 and the port is 8080. Now if we check the get pods, we can see that this is now running, and what I would also have to do is to expose the deployment Canary and name it Canary v1 service, and the type is going to be load balancer. And if you check the service, we can see that this has the external IP, and if I use the curl HTTP on the IP address with port 8080, it is going to respond. Now, how do we set up the Ingress Nginx to work with the Canary deployment, or Canary update? When we are using this approach, our goal is to steer a percentage of traffic towards the new version. So for example, 90% goes to the old one and 10% goes to the new one. And based on the results, so if the testing is successful or no complaints from the users, we can change it to 75% to the old one and 25 for the new, and then 50 to the old one, 50 to the new, and so on. And this is like an approach to use this 25% increments to steer the traffic to the new version. And what we would like to do is to create our Ingress service. So to do that, v1 ingress is going to be our YAML file, and the API version is going to be networking Kate's IO v1. Kind is going to be ingress, and we are going to use the metadata and name it Canary Ingress v1. And we are going to use the annotations. And we say that ingress Kubernetes IO rev write target /. Now, under the spec, we will have to tie together the ingress with the backend service. And the ingress class name is going to be Nginx, and we are going to have a couple of rules. And our host is going to be canary.example.com, and we want to say that the path is going to look as follows. We are going to have the /, path type is going to be prefix, and then the backend is going to be a service, and we are going to need to provide a name and the port, and the port has a number 8080. The name of the service is going to be the Canary v1 service, so let's just copy paste it, and this is how it is going to look like. And if it goes well, we can use the kubectl apply v1 ingress. Ingress version strict path rules as ingress paths, and we have the path, which is the /, and we have the rules canaryexample.com, and maybe this is the problem. kubectl verbose, maybe, no. Unknown field spec rules nulla or 0 paths. HTTP is going to be needed. Let me adjust it. And HTTP has the path. Good. So kubectl get ingress. You can see that this is the canary.example.com, and the describe ingress is going to be Canary v1 service, and we can see the backend as well. So here, what we would like to do is to test it. So kubectl get svc from the namespace ingress, and we have the external IP and curl HTTP, and this is going to be the one with the /, and we have to specify the host header -h canary example.com. So kubectl get svc namespace ingress nginx. Okay, kubectl get svc. That is going to be, oh, HTTP colon 8080, and there we have it. But I don't think that this is the right one. So we have this one, Ingress class name, and I am supposed to get an IP. Ah, good. So now we have the Ingress IP. It just took a little bit. And it is going to kubectl describe ingress. So paths, Canary service, and it is supposed to pass it along canary.example.com HTTP and the v1 service. Why is it not found? Describe ingress. Maybe 8080. And the get ingress. Port 80. So we have the service, we have the port, and if you check the v1 service, that is also working. Maybe Ingress Kubernetes .io rewrite target / annotations. Let's just remove this. kubectl apply v1 ingress and kubectl get svc. Good. kubectl get ingress. Good. And curl http 192.168.50.151 and the host header canary.example.com. Good. I have a suspicion that I missed the... Yeah, the problem is here. I didn't specify the host column. Now, now we can continue. So now every piece of the traffic is going against the, let me put back the annotation, is going against the first version of the backend service. Let's apply this. And if you check it, it's still working. We get back the response from the from a different backend. And now what I have to do is to create a deployment, which is going to be Canary v2. And I also have the version 2 of the image. Now, if we check the deployment, you can see v1 and v2 are alive, and the expose should have the v2 deployment, and it's gonna be v2 service with the type of load balancer. Now, the get svc is going to show us that this is the IP, the external, and if we curl HTTP, with the port 8080. Now the V2 is responding to us. So the next thing that we will have to do is to create the manifest file, and I'm going to copy the v1 ingress to the v2 ingress.yaml, and in the v2 ingress we are going to call this version 2, and we are still going to use the canary.example.com, and we are going to have the pass / the prefix, and we are going to direct it to the v2 service. And we have two annotations that we have to specify. One annotation is the Nginx ingress Kubernetes IO / Canary wait, and we are going to call this 20, and the Nginx ingress Kubernetes IO Canary true, and the rest is going to be okay. So now if I go ahead and create the v2 ingress and check the kubectl get ingress, you can see that this is kind of working. Let's give it a couple of seconds to get the address. It should receive one from the load balancer. Clear kubectl describe ingress Canary v2. So now the backend is also available. The address is not yet present. If we check the v2, it is still there with the IP. So kubectl get ingress. Now it has the same IP address. Why wouldn't it? And if I go ahead and use the curl http 192.168.50.151 with the host canary.example.com and use the /. I forgot the host colon again. v2, v1, v1, v2, v1, v1, v2, v1, v1, v1. So mostly the v1 is responding, but you can see that the v2 also gets some traffic. So what if we want to say that we want to increase the traffic that goes against the v2 backend? We basically change the weight, and if I say it should be 50, and kubectl apply v2 ingress, and check it again, now it seems to be more frequently passing the traffic to the other backend. So all in all, this is all I wanted to show you. We have learned how you can perform this Canary deployment. You need deployments, you need services, and you need the Ingress Nginx controller, and with the manifest file, you can steer the traffic appropriately to the right backend that you want to use. And that was all. See you in the next one.